was a pillar holding up the roof to that company the past literally all my life. So, of course, they try to convince me and said, are you not getting paid enough? We'll pay you more. Trying to convince me to stay because they didn't want me to leave.
You are watching Shop Hopping with El Marco.
Can you share a little bit about your background and where you're from, Gino?
Definitely. So as we were talking about earlier, I'm literally grandfathered into the construction industry. My grandfather started his construction company about 50 years ago. My father followed the trade, and I literally grew up on a job site, so I have construction in my veins. So I followed in the construction industry as well. And I've literally worked with my grandfather and my father all my life. But recently, it got pretty busy at my
Mhm.
grandfather's company. I got my grandfather there, my dad, siblings, cousins, uncles. So I've recently made a decision to spring away from them and start my own company, which is Cornerstone Roofing and Construction. The company is a fairly new company, but again, I'm not new to construction. I've been in construction all my life. We are licensed, insured, bonded, and all of my employees, and I should mention I have 50 employees as of today, are all certified, trained, licensed, insured, and bonded.
Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. And what inspired you to start your own company, your own business?
It was a few things. Again, I didn't want to just have everything that my grandfather put his entire life into work to have the empire that he has today. His construction company is a huge construction company with a giant revenue, and I could have just had that handed over to me if I would have just stuck around, but it wouldn't really feel like anything that I accomplished. So one of my greatest ambitions and passions to start my own company is so that I could have something that I accomplished of my own.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. And so, what was the response of your family and friends when you shared this idea about starting your own company?
It didn't make sense to them, because starting a new company, there's a lot that goes to it, and a lot of people doesn't take everything that goes into consideration in starting your own business.
Mhm.
There's the phones, that will keep you extremely occupied. You got to be able to answer the phone, and it's one of the things to maintain a professional business is to be respectable to your customers and to respond to them rapidly. Phone calls, emails, messages through social media, etc. Um, there's
Yeah.
50 people that I am completely entirely responsible for, that they have a paycheck to support their families, all of their needs, uh, their medical as well, because I provide medical insurance to all of my employees.
Mhm.
So it is a big responsibility, and this is something that my family, continuously reminded me, and they just told me, it's not necessary. There's there I was basically the manager for my grandfather's company. I was
Mm.
the general manager and field manager for the company. So I basically was a pillar holding up the roof to that company the past literally all my life. So of course, they try to convince me and said, are you not getting paid enough? We'll pay you more. Trying to convince me to stay because they didn't want me to leave. But again, like I explained it to them, and eventually I had my mom and my grandma support the most because I told them, guys, this is what my grandfather accomplished, and that's amazing, and I'm extremely proud of him for accomplishing this mega construction company. Um, but it wouldn't be my accomplish, and I would like to start my own company with all of the knowledge that I accumulated over the years to start a company, a mega construction company that would be just as successful, if not more successful, than my grandfather's.
Wow, that's amazing. Um, and then, did you ever did you have any moments of doubt during this journey? If so, did you manage? How did you manage to overcome them effectively?
It gets scary at times. It does because once you're in it and you have all the responsibilities that you didn't have at first, it could be overwhelming. There's paperwork that you have to take into consideration. Um, thank God for my CPA. I'm very happy I brought him on board. But there's a ton of paperwork, invoices, estimates. Um, Again, responding to emails, responding to phone calls, uh, overviewing all of the job sites, making sure that material is where material needs to be so that the projects are going smoothly. And when you're operating multiple projects simultaneously, it could get overwhelming really, really quick. So yeah, at the beginning of it, it was a bit overwhelming, but just taking a few steps back and taking a deep breath and just kind of letting everything sink in, and then saying, I'm in this for the long run, and just continuously reminding myself that I'm in this for the long run, and I'm going to put my blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah, I can see you're very committed, very passionate about everything you're doing. And now, what factors do you believe are the main contributors to your success as an entrepreneur?
Overall customer service. Customer service is a priority because without my customers, I am literally nothing. So my customers come first, in offering them the highest quality of customer service that me and my company could logically offer them.
Yeah. So, last but not least, what advice would you give to individuals who are interested in becoming their own boss, their becoming entrepreneurs and starting their own business?
First of all, God. Minus God, I don't think anything is possible. Everything that I am and ever hope to be, I owe it all to God. I wouldn't have anything unless He decided for me to have it. So my first thing is, God is a must. Second is to have a love and a passion for whatever it is you're doing. Just
Mhm.
because you're good at it, if you don't love it and have a deep passion for it, then there's nothing to drive you. And as an entrepreneur, you're going to need a lot of momentum to drive into whatever it is you're doing to bring it to a success. And the only way that that is possible is to absolutely love and have a passion for what it is you're doing.
Thank you for sticking around and watching this video. I appreciate you guys very much. And there is a referral program from Cornerstone Roofing and Construction. I don't know about you, but I have never heard of a referral program from a construction company. That's amazing. And feel free to contact him directly if you like. I'm going to be posting a link below the video. That way you can get more information. También para los que hablan español, muchas gracias por mirar este video. Si son bilingües, es mejor para ustedes. De esa manera tienen más referencias que pueden darle a Gino. Si quieren más información acerca de este programa de referencia, voy a poner el lugar donde pueden contactarlo.